and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to the Village Banker. Now, buddies, I know I have been gone for a little while, just just battling with some space issues on my phone, but I promise to give you guys a video whenever I can. Right, so today, if you are new here, welcome to the Village Banker. My name is Sonia and I'm here just to give you some informal content, financial information, and whatever it is that may. Please do take note that none of my videos constitute as financial advice. If you would like some financial advice, please go speak to someone who is a registered financial advisor or one of those companies that are legally allowed to give you that sort of advice. As for me, right, we're just talking as village people. All right, so today I want us to dive deep into something that has really been on my heart, and this is living frugally. Now I'm going to give you 10 ways how you can start living frugally, save money, and have a little bit of change left. Okay, stay until the end. There are two bonus points that I'm going to give you guys, so let's get into it. Number one, I would like to tell you guys or advise you guys to start walking more. You know, walking with your 2 feet. Yeah, please start walking more and take less cab. Okay, I'm saying this to say that, look, sometimes you just want to go to the shop which is in your vicinity, or sometimes you just want to go to a restaurant which is a walking distance. Then you are taking a taxi, then you are driving, then you are dialing a cab. For what exactly? Why are you taking a cab if you can just walk? You know, so please try to walk. Walking also like strengthens your muscles. It helps with your heart rate. There are so many health benefits that comes with walking, so please start walking. Okay, start walking. The next point would rather be to grow your own food. Guys, you see here I'm drinking my fresh water with mint and ice. Okay, and I can most definitely tell you that it feels so good to grow your own food. Start a garden in your house, backyard. If you don't have a lot of space, you can start with pots. You know, you can plant your things in pots, especially herbs. They grow very well in pots, and for some reason, or for some weird reason, herbs enjoy thriving, or they thrive in environments where they are like clustered, you understand? So you can start with these easy plants, easy growing plants like tomatoes. You can start with the lettuce or the spinach. You can also start with these herbs like the basil, the mint, the parsley, the oregano, the thyme. You know, if you're in Namibia, right, you can just go to Checkers. Checkers has a variety of plants. You see those plants that's usually $39, $40 or something. Or you can go to Spar. They have all these, you know, little herbs that are growing in those pots. Please grow your own plants, and it feels so nice when you are eating something that is coming from your garden. Like, you can flex and you're like, yo, this one is straight. So on top of that, growing your own food, I would also advise, to the third point, I also make your own food at home. So a lot of times when we go to work or we like to go out, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing to eat out, but just eat less out and rather cook at home. Because when you are cooking at home, you can save money on takeaways. Like sometimes you spend a takeaway of $250 or $300, and you are like one meal $300 can buy you a lot of food, and then you can actually make it at home, and it's much healthier than a takeaway because you don't know what type of oils these people use, and yeah, preserve your health, guys. So eat cook your food at home, grow your own food. Okay, and then number 4, this is my most favorite part, most favorite point, which is buying bulk. Okay, but we all have this thing of like, yeah, you want to buy the 500 gram of what. Look, just wait for month end, right? And go to Metro, go to Big Deals, go to what is this? Yeah, in other countries, those game. Go to these shops where you can buy things in bulk. Like for example, the Top Score. Get the big Top Score. Don't just buy the small one. Maybe the juice. Buy a pack of juice, like something like that. Like when you buy in bulk, right, it actually saves more. It saves more in the long run, because you can use this. Say for example, you are staying alone. You can use this for 3 months or 4 months without going back to the shop. Now I have an uncle who says that, no, for me, if I buy that big Top Score, it's just gonna go bad, and I'm like, you can put it in the freezer. Like, look guys, there is no way for you to not buy in bulk. You can buy what I'm talking about is not the perishable foods. You can definitely have a separate budget for the perishable food, the ones that go in the fridge, but learn to buy in bulk, like the macaronis, the dry ingredients, the macaronis, the rice, the what, all that. Once you start buying in bulk, then you will see how you are going to save. Now I'm battling a bit. I don't know where my camera is. I'm focusing on myself, but anyways. Our fifth point is learn to reuse and recycle. Now, buddies, this is what you see here, right here. This one was a coffee. It was a coffee jug. Yeah, like, you know, the instant coffee. Yes, the coffee was here. So now I'm having a beautiful jar which I'm drinking from, and I didn't need to buy a jar from the shop. So learn to reuse. For example, that Rama container. Once the butter is done, wash it nicely and keep it somewhere. When the visitors come, you give them that. Don't give them the Tupperware that they will not return. Okay. All right. So when you reuse, you are also saving, because you are no more going to be buying. And I'm telling you, the power of reusing, or the beauty of reusing is that you will feel less, actually, like, okay, you know, it's a bit of it's a relief, because you, instead of going to buy a new glass, you have a glass for free, basically. Okay, so in terms of reusing, I also want you guys to incorporate fixing your things, like DIY if you can. And I'm not a DIY girl, like, guys, I don't like DIY, but I do appreciate when my sock is torn, I can sew it back. When my pants is torn, I can clip it back. Like, learn these basic handy skills where you can actually fix, like, your cupboard is broken or something, just get a whatever handyman, let the person fix it instead of going to buy a whole new cupboard. Okay, so I would really also like to advise you guys to learn to have a sewing kit at home, so that when your kids' pants tear, and I'm guilty of that one. I have a sewing kit, but I barely sew things, you know, because sometimes we are tempted to just buy something new again, like, I'd rather not fix it. Let me just buy another one. No. Let's be frugal in this way. Let's be minimal in that way. And let us also go to the 6 points. So this minimalism. Guys, as you can see, I'm a recovering hoarder. But let me not put titles to myself. I refuse to title myself. I'm actually recovering from having so much like clutter. Yes, with minimalism, you also learn that clutter sometimes can just be something that doesn't help you. You understand? And all our money is buried in this clutter. So learn to learn to live a minimal life. You buy only what you need. Don't be buying, don't be buying things that you're like, okay, maybe I might need it in December. Oh, the water is on sale now. Guys, I know, and I want to not contradict myself here. You can buy in bulk if you know you're going to use it. But sometimes you just buy a new stroller in case of what? Or you buy a new bed in case of what? You understand? If you are buying something new, then rather have a replacement. Like, already say, if I'm buying a new bed, then I'm selling the old one, and I'm also maybe giving this old one to my cousin or something like that. So with that being said, there's a culture of saving. Let's learn to save. And I don't want to spend so much time on one point, because I can talk. You know, that's why these videos sometimes never come out, because I just want to talk, and sometimes I'm like, I don't have a lot of space. But anyways, learn to save. Get a piggy bank at home, get a money box at home, learn to save. Once you have drawn up your budget, which you're going to talk in another separate video, once you have drawn up your budget, look at how much you can save. Okay, put it in your piggy bank. That also gives you a sense of accomplishment, and also to say, oh wow, I've actually done something with my money. That gives you peace of mind, and that also gives you that sense of, oh, okay, I am not really wasting my money after all. So learn to save, guys. And by saving, I also mean learn to save your food, learn to save everything. Okay, so in the 8th point, we're going to talk about, again, bulk. Learn to cook in bulk. Prepare your meals in bulk, so that you can have more time for yourself and your family, and so that you can also have less wastage. Okay, so once you cook in bulk, right, you freeze the food. Okay, and I implemented a method that I really thought I never would, but since the beginning of I think this year, last year actually, I've decided to cook in bulk. Right, that time I had a small baby, I had to go back to work. I just wasn't managing with the house and stuff like that. So I started cooking in bulk. So I cook my meat in bulk, I cook my beans in bulk, I cook my veggies in bulk, and I freeze them. Then when it's time to cook like the meals, right, I just come and I cook the rice fresh, or I cook the pap fresh, or the spaghetti. Basically the side dish, I can cook it fresh, and that also saves you time, and it also a way of sort of like, let me say, frugal living, because at the end of the day, when you know you have 5 packs of meat cooked already in the freezer, you won't need to take out, you won't need to what, obviously that you need some patience and just defrost and stuff like that. And also sometimes you just buy bread, like I would buy maybe 5 loaves of bread for the week, and then I'll just freeze them, and then I know that I have bread for the week. Okay, so that is also another way. I think our ninth is, please try to have a day or a month or a week, challenge yourself, implement a no spend day, no spend week, no spend month. Okay, so by no spend, I know there's a whole trend on YouTube and TikTok, and people are talking about no spend days. No spend days doesn't necessarily mean that you're not spending anything. It just simply means that you're only spending on the necessities. You're only buying the necessities, things like doing your nails, things like alcohol, things like what. Some of those things, just try to cut them out. And I've tried no spend days for the longest time, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And let's tell you what, guys, the bonus point is going to shock you. The bonus point is really going to shock you. We are going to talk about budgeting. Okay, so please learn to budget. Once you learn to budget, you'll be able to know where your money is going, and you will be able to tell your money where to go. Okay, so our last bonus point for frugal living and frugal living and maybe saving, well, let's talk about fasting, guys. Let's talk about fasting. Come here. Yes, you do you fast, or you're just eating? I have learned in my 30-something years of life that food actually takes a lot of our money. So try fasting just one day, even if it's for 2 hours, or even if it's just for 5 hours or a whole morning. Like, once you try even intermediate fasting, right, not only do you save your money, I know someone is going to say, oh, anyway, this one, guys, I know what I'm talking about. Once you fast, your food will not finish you. And you don't need all that food. Sometimes your body has all the reserves and stores everything. Do you know you can actually fast for 3 weeks? You can go for 3 weeks without food and you will not die. Okay, but just drink water. And also, please, disclaimer, I'm not trying to do something dangerous here. Please consult your medical doctor before. Don't just try to fast. But I know a day you don't need a doctor, or maybe you do. Try to just stay away from food or certain food for a while. Like, for example, cut out certain foods from your diet, like meat. Meat takes a lot of our budget. Okay, and lean more onto veggies, lean more onto things that don't, I know veggies can also be expensive, but try fasting, try not eating, and your mind will even be clearer, and you'll even have more ideas. Like, trust me, it's going to work. The last bonus point, I think I have 2 bonus points. Okay, sharp. The last, I actually have a lot, but I don't want to make the video so long. I might make a part 2 of frugal living, but I just want you to be content, guys. I want you to be content with what you have. Try to appreciate, be thankful, be grateful for what you have. If it's that one little loaf of bread that you have, be thankful for it. Don't try to go and say, oh, I want banana bread, I want whole wheat, I want tonton. No, just try to be content, because it's when you are content, that's when you learn to appreciate what you have. And it's in there, then you don't see the need to go buy a new car, you don't see the need to go buy a new carcass that you must buy, and please, let's stay away from these activities that just, sometimes it's good to say no. Okay, but I think I'll have to do a part 2 of this video because this video is becoming too long. So I do hope that you enjoyed these tips. So let's just recap, right? How to live frugally in 10 ways. Number 1, grow your own food, buy in bulk, cook in bulk, try minimalism, budget, and spend less on certain items, declutter, all of that. And also cook at home. Once you cook at home, have your own garden, repair your things that are broken. Yes, I do hope that has given you a little bit of value, and please do comment down in the comment section down below. Let me know, what are your ways of of frugal living. Sometimes we listen or we hear frugal living and we think that frugal living is this whole thing of cutting everything. No, that is not frugal living. Frugal living can start as simple as from you having 2 pairs of socks to downgrading to 1 pair and giving 1 away. Okay, because sometimes you don't need the 2 pairs of socks and there's somebody that needs it more. All right, buddies, please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel, because we need to grow. Let's get to our 500 subscribers. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Bye.